Right, so guys, we're back on the field, well, back on the trailer I should say. I'm just trying to pull it out so we can load up our little trailer with all the garbage and hopefully get that back end of it off. But because all the weight's in the back, it's tilted, I can't get it onto the Discovery's tow bar. I even put up the air suspension at the back, just still not enough. So I'm just going to drag it out with a strap, I think, just to try and get it out and have a look at what we've got. Yeah, these straps are used for lifting bundles of copper, so I'm absolutely sure it'll pull this thing. I'm sure it will. Yeah, so I'll just leave them tied up to the back of the Land Rover for now. Once I get all that weight off, it should drop. We can get it right in the tow bar and pull it right there. But as you can see, guys, just a miserable day. And I was wanting to have this roof on before we left, you know, so that we could protect it with the felt. But it'll last for a little while longer, I'm sure. We'll be okay. And then we can get felt on it, it should be fine. But it does look like we are very far from finishing. We're not far. We are not far. But yeah, if you're just watching it for the first time, guys, we're building a hay bale trailer. And I reckon that thing could probably take 2 big bales, maybe even 3. We'll just have to wait and see. But it'll especially carry bales of straw and stuff like that, you know. And what I might do is just leave it as like an open deck and put holes in the floors so that you can tie straps around and use wherever you want and stuff. But again, this is just part of Emily's horsey field project, and we are getting very, very close, I can tell you. But the Scottish weather has returned. Well, I've had a good run at it, I have to say, but it's back and returned. Yeah, so I basically need to get the back end of this thing cut off. I want to keep the windows because we might, and it's a very big might, we might build like a DIY camper or something like that. But for now, I really just want to get it all off. But tons of stuff to go in the trailer. I've got the big net just to get this all cleaned up and sorted out. I like to work in a reasonable fashion. Reasonable. Well guys, we're back on the trailer. You know what happened? I was working away and working away and working away. I went away home and I forgot I was filming a video. So anyway, we're just back to sort of round about the same stage. We're taking off these side bits here. Got another one to go there. Then we've really got to clean up the top and then power wash underneath and make it look all bonny, hopefully, and have a wee look around just to see how solid this thing actually is. But yeah, I think we're going to keep these things for, you never know, we might do a conversion of some sort. You know, that's 3 windows there, another one, 2 over there. I would say probably just about enough, eh? But yeah, these are the sort of supports for the Caravan, and they're just kind of screwed right in there. They're very, very strong. Obviously, I've just made that all move apart. I'll have to get the grinder onto that. Right, so this is pretty much about 3/4 of the sort of whole outside of the Caravan, and we are not finished stripping yet. Get the bulbs out of these. You know what I mean? $7 or $8, £5, whatever. $2 or $3, you know, for the lights. Absolutely, guys, get everything. And check out the scrap cars. And that looks like a car that we'll never drive again. That the guy's popping in with a high up. Well, there we go. I'm going to try and pull it out of here just so I can clear up the debris round about. I think that wheel's sticking, I'm not sure. I'll have to check it. Taking it away. Ooh. I think he's still okay though, is he? Got chain either snapped or just came off where it was. Nice. Oh, here, that might go actually. See it coming up. Up. Yeah, it's not even recognisable as a car from a distance, you know that? Nah. Start again, buddy. That's another chain gone. I was just going to try it. Right, so I've put the jockey wheel right up at the front. What I think we'll do is reverse the Land Rover around, get them all connected up, and I'll pull them out so I can get this debris out. I wouldn't mind taking it away for a power wash actually. She's not quite on, so what I'll do is I'll just rock the Land Rover back and forth and it should pop in. And then we can drag this thing out. Oh, I have to take off that a minute as well. Yeah, so even though that part's up there, the mechanism inside isn't, I don't think. So let's see if a wee knock around will change that. Aye, look, the mechanism, oh, see if I can get this for you guys. Let's see, back. you'll see just the right hand side of the tow ball, look, that's the mechanism, and it's not going back the way. And out we come, look at that, just haven't got all cleaned up and tidied over there, but that back wheel is sticking, look at it. See the scrape line oil there? Of course you don't feel it in the Land Rover obviously, but it is definitely sticking. So what we'll do, guys, is take off the hubcap, if it comes off, yes it does, and we'll just bang with a hammer, and that should loosen it off. Now hopefully I'll be able to show you this. You'll see the trail in the background, guys, look. Now, this is the way to check just to see if that back wheels are indeed locking, is put it into reverse gear, just twist it to the side. Yeah, it needs to go out on the road, you know. Oh no, that's fresh rabbit holes, isn't it? Look, goodness me, leave the place for one night, dearie me. Yeah, this side seems to be absolutely fine. And I just took it over at the concrete over there, and it was locking up. This one here actually is locking up. And it's absolutely fine when you go in reverse though. And then we've been forward again on the grass here and it's absolutely fine. So it's obviously just sticking. We just need to take those wheels off. But that is phase 2. We'll do that a little bit later. Yeah, so we'll get back to that shortly. But what I was really needing to do, check out the trailer. I found this up on the west coast of Scotland when we were away on our caravan holiday. And these type of nets get washed up on the beach all the time. But you know the great thing about these nets? They are extremely hard wearing. I mean, you just imagine it. Top quality. And I can see this is top quality. And I don't know, maybe the guy just washed off the deck or something like that. I don't know. But what I'm going to use it is for a net to cover over the whole trailer, which I think will work really well. But I'll just have to cut off these straggly ends, look, across there and down. So we'll probably only get this kind of rectangle out of it. But guys, that's more than enough. It's sort of more for the back of the trailer than the front, you know. And there she goes, eh? Goodness sakes, it's not like I've got a load of other things to do. And as you'll see by this, look, we've still got the wheels to paint on the Land Rover. These wheels are quite big. I'm just wondering if these are the same size as my spare. I'm sure that it is. Yes, what I think we'll do is, guys, because that's kind of phase 1 done just for the moment. I think I might reverse the trailer down in here, look, into this back part. There we go, I'll use that old paint tub as a guide. We can just get the back corner into here. It's actually maybe a bit over here actually. I'm forgetting how wide this trailer is. I'm so used to little tricksy here. Yeah, no, what I was actually trying to do there was actually push it forward so we could chain it up over there, you know. But no, that wheels are just really sticking and going forward, so I really have to take the wheels off, clean it all up, just see what it's looking like. It might well be the, you know, the braked part of the trailer that's doing it. We'll just have to find out. Yeah, actually, just noticed what time it is. It's time to go home and see the kiddies, because they're just off finishing school. But that's fine, go home and get a proper cutting tool so that they could do the big net over there. Yeah, so down at the recycling centre, guys, and pretty much that's the end of the Caravan. Superb. Got it down here at last, but look what I found. Look, and a big rug, look. Power wash that baby. Got it all sorted out. That can be for the back garden. See? Try and come, there's even, look. Superb during this time, people, superb. There we go then, nice. I did the axe as well, though, so bye-bye at last. So almost a couple of weeks later, guys, and we are back to try and get this job finished off, actually. So it's all part of the same video. But remember, guys, so earlier in the video, we had that major lock-up with a hub. And it's locked again. It was moving and now it's not again. I actually got that freed off. I don't understand what's happened there. Oh, here it goes. It won't go forward, but it'll go back. Now that'll have to come off. Thinking of it, probably the brake pads inside are probably just gone altogether, I would have thought. But yeah, I need to get the trailer board on this thing, you see, to get it all power washed and cleaned up. Give everything straightened up. And I think what we'll do is actually get plywood for all these pieces, you know, all the way around. Just give it a little bit of height. Maybe just up to the height of the mudguards there, you know. But yeah, I've took the trailer board back from the boat. I'm going to try and link it up onto this, which probably won't work as such because that's a 7-pin, and this wiring's probably got reversing lights on it, you know. So I'll have to try and figure that one out. A little bit of a standstill though, guys. The weather has just been horrendous. You'll see I put tyres up there because it was just flapping around a little bit. But we're getting there, look. Slowly but surely. We just need the last of the wood, the last of the fittings for this, and get this floor sorted out. But we are almost there. I mean, we're looking really, really good. But this is the stuff I need to get onto the roof very shortly, is this stuff here. And that'll keep it nice and waterproof for us for a wee while. Yeah, so all we can get the trailer board to is about there. That's not bad. We'll have to tie on some, don't know, something orange and flapping so that people can see the back of the trailer. But it looks like we need to get an extension for that. Hopefully it's easy enough to come by, I'm sure it is. Yeah, that's a big sticking point actually, guys, that hub. It should come apart okay, but with these old things it can be a bit of a nightmare. We need some heavier tools, I think. But yeah, we're getting there. I really wish this was done a lot sooner than it was, you know, guys, but you can only do what you can. Not a huge amount about it, but the field is looking awesome. And obviously when the summer comes, you know, the springtime comes back, we'll get some lovely grass coming through. But for now, I'm just going to section the field off up to there and use that side so we can get the gate done and just pull the fences and get the electric fence on. And get this finished here. Yeah, just a beautiful night. It's about 2:30, I think it is. The sun's going to go down about 4. There's a wee bit of breeze coming. Yeah, so the car is pretty much full to the brim. Look, the Land Rover with all the tools. I can't leave them up here. It's a bit dangerous too, but at least I've got enough to keep us going. Yeah, so we need to free this hub off. It's still not actually going backwards unless you really pull it. Yeah, so we'll just take this off. Hopefully I've got the right size of socket for that. Let's see. Oh, it's been greased up. Look at it. It's not bad. That is quite a big nut, isn't it, of course. You can just feel it underneath there. So I got all that rubbish off just for a second, and it should have a clip on it as well. Look, it's in there somewhere, and that clip basically goes through that threaded part. So when you put that on the nut, you can push that through, and that means the nut can't go and move. But we get this off, this will come off. Yeah, so hopefully you'll see that at the bottom, see just the bottom of the clip, there's 1, 2, and obviously they've got to be pulled together so that then you can pull it out. Yeah, so just a piece of metal, that's all it is. And check this out, my wee fishing seat. That'll keep me off the wet grass. Excuse me. We should have... we've got it, 24mm. That's good. Yeah, that came off really easy, that's good. The guy obviously greased this thing up. Oh, off you come. There we go. Right, so come on, then there's a seal. This is a bit older, remember, you guys. You know, it's not the, as you can see, it is not the up-to-date, so that goes in next. Job was good is to put them all in a line, look, as you start taking things apart. Yeah, so just a bit of percussive shock, and he's coming away, look. The pads don't actually look all that bad. We'll just have to get it off. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Shh. There we go. So why are you locking up? Why are you locking up? Is it just because you are in a desperate state? Get all this to move around. What you can get, guys, is what they call penetration oil. You can brush on penetration oil and it'll get all that sort of rubbish off. But obviously I'm up at the field, I don't have a power washer or anything up here just now, which is a pain. It's looking good though. Just that little pin there, and that holds all that in there. But yeah, it's locking up going forward. Maybe the brake pads are twisted. I'm actually thinking about just taking them out actually, you know that? It's just a spring-loaded one, it doesn't matter just now. But obviously take it out just now and just put it back on. And that way when we do the pressure washer I can refit them. In fact, I could actually try and get a set like that actually. Now what we do here is take photographs. So you can just remember how all this goes back together again, just in case. If I can just get that, spring out of there, look. We'll get it, there we go. So that way, look at that spring that goes across. With this part as well. That's all it is. That's all it is. Nothing really major to it. Let's see. Oh, right, we'll try and get this side off. And there's the problem right there. You see how thick the top of that pad is? You see the bottom? You see the difference, look? So that makes perfect sense. Going forward, it's gonna catch on this. But see, if we put the hub going back the way, it's gonna be free because that bit's gone. It's just needing new pads, really. Yeah, I'm sure we'll find a set somewhere. Right, so I'm going to need to just keep these, because I need these exact, obviously. But it's just that two pieces there, you see. The rest of it's okay. This hub will be absolutely fine without brakes just now. We've got all the other ones that work absolutely fine. But that's something we definitely need to change. And I think we can also give this hub a really good clean out as well. Probably all the hubs. Just catch a day where I can do it all and get it all cleaned up. Well, that was pretty slick. I'm pretty sure that I took it off. I think I just put it back on again without having to jack it up. And we'll see if she moves. I'm sure she will. Now, one thing we tried to do, you know, we've got the big boot box there and all that, is to have a single spare wheel that fits the caravan, the toy hauler, and this trailer. So I'm keeping this in the back. I think this is going to be too small for this, but we'll try it. Yeah, no, that's too small. So we need, that can stay for the caravan now, but we'll need the spare wheel for this thing on here. We're going to have to put on like a spare tyre holder or something, but not a big problem. So as always, guys, you tighten up these bolts as best you can, but you don't over tighten them until you get it down on the ground, look. So I've let that go. Now you've got that grip and we can just torque them up, make sure they're all really nice and tight. Yeah, so we'll torque that up, but guys, as always, again, just give the tools a little wipe over, you know, just to get, you know, just keep it nice and clean. It's not always possible. But no, that is not good for that. I think I knew that anyway, but we've got a spare one for this, and again, we'll get a spare wheel carrier for the front. That means that thing's always got a spare then. These are always really good. Look, this is extendable, and that just gives you far more leverage, you know, just to get it tightened up. You kind of know over the years that it's torqued up, but you can use a torque wrench. But these things are also good for taking off bolts that are really rusty. I mean, this thing will take it off. Bit of penetration oil, maybe some WD-40, and that will more likely do it. If not, you need to go to a garage. Yeah, guys, so next stage for this, I think we're going to leave this thing open. You know, so if there's palleted stuff that needs to go on, we can just forklift them straight on. But that should take 3 bales. I'm absolutely sure of it. Right, I'll have to double check. So we've got a really good spare for this thing at home, which is absolutely fine, because that's where it used to live, look. There's the hot and colds and stuff like that, look. We'll have to rip all this rubbish off, all of it. Power wash it, get underneath, power wash it all, clean it all up again as well. And then hopefully we'll take off each one, give them a proper clean up and change the pads if we have to, and then get this thing on the road. Yeah, we're getting there though. Look, it's quite nice at this time of night. We're getting there slowly but surely. It's very difficult for me. You know, I'm not supposed to really lift anything too heavy because I've got a colostomy and a stoma, that's why. And so I've got to be quite careful with myself at times, but we'll get it. We'll employ some help just to get this floor done, which I think we're going to do with pallets actually. We're going to dig pallets in all the way along, OSB board, and then something to cover it, like you know, like linoleum or, you know, really durable plastic. And that'll give the horses something really good to sort of stand on, you know. And I want to get this OSB board all the way around. It is very open, there's plenty of air circulation for them, but you know, when it is a little bit colder, a bit nippier, I want them to have a place where they can actually lie down, you know, and have a really sort of comfy bed for the night sort of thing, you know. But as always, guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe and hit notifications. I really appreciate you guys watching our videos, you know. Loads and loads more to come. And of course, this horse stable really is for Emily. So of course, next year we want to have horses in here. We want to have loads of those videos coming, because that will be awesome fun. But for now, guys, thanks so much. Right, so that's Davido and me. We've picked up some water pipe, 25mm water pipe. I thought the guy would have more fittings, but I've only got one. That'll be great for the water supply. But we had to just stop off on the way back. Check it out, you guys, eh? We've been on that thing, haven't we?
Yeah. That would be a perfect boat for us.
That's what you want to come for us if you're in trouble, let me tell you. That thing can handle some weather.
Or maybe that would be black boat there.
Now,
that would be a perfect size of boat.
The little I know.
Look, enough room to go fishing.
Oh, yeah, look.
Maybe that boat right under us.
And these boys have obviously got their crab creels.
We could easily take a fall.
I've never seen that one before. Oh, there's some beautiful boats. I wonder what that one's used for.
I just crushed a crab claw.
I think you just crushed a crab claw, son. Yeah, these guys, that's what they do. Normally they just throw all that bits and pieces over the side. And of course, way over there, you got some of the boats out of the water. But the time of filming this, guys, is Monday, so all the trawlers are out. They'll be out doing their trips. I can only see, I think, another one that's just sitting there. Yeah, so we've got to come out and have a look. And as you can see there, guys, I am positive that's a scallop dredger. You know, it's got the two big booms that come down, and then they drag chains across the bottom and grab all the scallops. I'm sure that's what that is.
I know what this is.
No idea,
It's
son.
to show. It might be for showing maps.
Oh, look, and you've got the life rafts in there, look. Two big life rafts. Well, you have to have enough life rafts for the right amount of people, my boy.
Look, 2 people can sit up there, maybe 1 guy standing.
Not
About
sure.
maybe 5 people down there, 3 people there. That's
But-
a lot of people.
But this is Buckie at this time of night, isn't it, my boy, eh? Isn't it beautiful tonight?
I go money, cash, money. Money, cash, money.
Yeah, David's still got the that's getting back to your mummy though, isn't it? But me and David were looking at this thing. Wait to see this. Don't know, I honestly don't know what these are used for, guys, I have to say.
Well, it says Windcat workboats.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like
I'll have to find out.
what if it's a recovery boat?
It could
Like
be.
recovering sunken ships.
Well, look, it's got a big roller on the front there, look. And an open deck over here, plus winches. So it's obviously looks to be
I
some.
think I might know what it's for.
It'll probably be for recovering people's like anchors and things off the seabed.
Or actual boats that have sunk.
Me and David were thinking, wouldn't that be an amazing house?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could actually have grass up in the top here, couldn't you?
Yeah, just like have a wee farm. Just farm and things.
Now, we do actually have a boat, don't we, son?
And then down there's the lounge.
Yeah.
Like the living room with the TV.
And look at that, that's the boat. Sometimes the harbour entrance, which is away over there, a lot of silt builds up, doesn't it, son? So, they need the old JCB on there. Eh? That'd be good fun. I'm not sure what this boat's used for either, but I'll remember. Look, Murray First Marine. We'll maybe Google that and see what these guys do. But oh, you could live on that boat. Goodness me, bedrooms, kitchen, easy peasy.
Yeah, easily. Just down there you have the bedroom.
Yeah.
Up in there is, of course, where you drive it. Down there is the fishing area and the lounge.
That's probably what we do mostly with a boat like that, guys,
Or
is
the
fish.
farm. That could be the farm.
Yeah. And here we've got, I don't know if these are prawn boats. I don't think they'd be prawn boats here.
But what I was saying, it looks like they cut a big fish trawler in half
Yeah.
and just started adding new things.
Yeah, it's not a huge machine. But yeah, I mean, remember, you've only seen like a quarter of it, or maybe a third actually, which is on the surface. So there's 2/3 under, where the fish rooms are and stuff like that. Oh yeah.
Imagine swimming in there. There's
they-
oil.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's quite oily.
Rust.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to eat any fish caught out of there. No. Well, guys, back to it. Let's get home. David hasn't had his supper yet. Look, he's still in his school clothes. Look at the size of him. He's only 9, people.
I know. 5 foot.
He's 5 foot already. Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's get home.